Hey, it's Hellblaze here, and I'm going to make a Barrows guide for using Veracs, right? Here's what you're going to need to start off. You're going to need a DDS, you're going to need a ranging sort of armour, some sort of ammo as well. You're going to need a combat potion or superset depending on your level. You're going to need some teleports to some place near Canifest. I'm using house teleport so I can recharge prayer there. You're going to need a spade. Please remember the spade. The amount of times I forgot the spade and had to go back and teleport, it's so frustrating. Please remember it. And food, quite a lot. I'm using monkfish, these heal 16 health. Right. In your inventory you're going to need Verac's helm, some sort of cape, well full Verac should say, some sort of amulet, some sort of everything basically, and your ammo. What you need to remember though is wealth ring doesn't actually increase the chance it drops here, so don't bother with it. I'm using this route. I'll post up the quest you need in at the end of this, so right now I'm just going to skip through. Right, if no one's ever been to Barrows before and wants me to make a Barrows guide, I can sort of make one where I'd have guides for tank maging, prayer potting I guess, and obviously I'll go into more detail about veracing as well. Don't put your map up when you're flicking, that can be annoying. Right, so we'll run up here. Taking on the Verac first. This is the Verac's thing, as you should already know. Only experienced Barrowers should really look into this guide. Put up. Dig in. The Verac first because he obviously owns the most. When you kill him you should have about half prayer. Right, I'm just going to skip through this till I die. Now we're going down to Kirill. You should all know who he is as well. He's the ranger. He dished out a lot of damage if you don't have prayer on, so that's why I recommend taking on him next, even though he's a level 90. Run in. Check them. You might be better bringing a whip or something for this if you really want. God sword even, I think that would do good. Next is Guffins. We'll run across to him. Don't ask why, I just don't like him healing on me, so I'm going to him. You can either take on Guffins or Torags next, but I recommend going to Guffin. Right, now we're heading over to Torag, take him on next. We take on Verac after this because we couldn't really beat him with prayer, and normally I'd have some spare prayer left over. There's no point wasting prayer on him because he can break through it basically, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. Right, now we run over to Verac. Okay, health full. He's going to take away about 3 or 4 monkfish here, so that's why I bring so much food. It's mainly just to take on Verac. But there's no really point in wasting prayer on him, so when you could be completely avoiding damage for one brother instead of just avoiding half damage. when you're playing this, you should remember when you've potted up, you should have in about the high 90s you want, so that's going to be the difference between using a strength pot and a combat. You're wanting quite high defense as well, so you might have to use a defense potion or something. Maybe a super, but there's not really much need. You don't have to be too strong to take on the brothers. You should be about level 100, I think, could get away with doing this way. This is why I take on Irene last, so my special's back. Well, of course he's in the tunnel, so I'll take off Mortal Retaliate. Right, here's a neat little trick for you. When you're running across here, you're able to see into one of the crypt sides. So you left click, that door's not opening the ball. So you just keep going along and you don't have to worry about going in there. It saves a lot of time. And if you've got the Verac down here, who you really don't want, you want to fight him at a door or something like that. So basically all you have to do is go through the door when it hits you really hard and heal up, then go back through again. That's how I take them on, but I don't really like fighting them down here. I get uncomfortable because I'm not very experienced at surviving. In the crypt, you know what to do. You just whack them with a thing. Start firing some spells at them. Spells? Arrows. Yeah, I'm on the ball today. He's going to dish out a bit of damage. I'd say about 40 maybe. Sometimes he does a lot more. He can do up to a full health bar worth of damage, so you want to watch out. Even with my very good mage defense. So quickly want to finish him off. Try to maximise my space and my defense. Eat. Not got enough room. Oh, I did. And there you go, got nothing good. Home teleport. Very good jump. Oh, left my rune arrows behind. Not much I can do. I'll live. Run here. Recharge player. I wouldn't run. I'd actually run recharge player in here. Just doing it because I'm running out of time. If there's anything I think I've missed, or if there's anything you think I've missed, tell me and I'll try and post it at the end. And I'll add whatever I missed to the end. Here's my carry-all portal. We can get this for ancient. Need a construction level on that. So yeah, there you go. That's my Barrows guide. Hope you enjoyed. Right, some things I missed out, like when I used my DDS. If you didn't notice, I used my DDS when I went down to carry-all because he has very little melee defense. So I put it on and use all my special on him, and that's why I take on Irene last. It gives my special a chance to recharge, so I can use my double shot with my short bow, which really doesn't make that much of a difference. But I've been doing it that long now, that's just the way it is. And what else did I forget to mention? Oh yeah, the prayer. You don't need a prayer pot, but some people might take it if they want to take the Verac on underground or use my strategy that I said in the guide. But you should use about half prayer on the Verac, then you should have about 20 prayer left from Kirill, and then when you go to Guffins you should be able to use all that and have about 7 prayer left, which you can just waste any way you want. Or you have to go to Torag, depending if you get Guffins in the tunnel or not, because sometimes you get either or, so obviously that's the way things are going to go. If you get the Verac in the tunnels, you should be able to use your prayer on Kirill, Guffins and Torag, and then go on to take Verac and Irene. Anything else? If you really want to make a guide, like I said, I could make a guide for beginners to Barrows, where I would talk about tank maging and all the other different strategies people use, like barraging and stuff. I'm not very good at that at all, but I could get my friend to record some and I'd talk through it, what he's doing. I think that's about it, so if you like my video, rate it, comment on it. And if you've looked through the clan videos, that clan's the White Legion. It's got 105 plus free to play requirements at the moment. It's a members clan. It's got 3 leaders. Chick, my chickadee, what a babe. She mentored me through. And Bombay, and who else? Light. We've got Light as well, our Eastern Time Zone leader. Which is funny, I normally spend more time in Eastern Time Zone events because the way my life is and how we work and stuff. Anyway, that's it. If you want me to post up some information on more information on that clan, I can make a video about that as well. I might be planning on making one, so Oh yeah, and if you're wondering where I got the newbie little picture from my Barrows guide from covering that and how I did it, yeah, I drew it on some sort of file thing. If you really want to know, I'll post it on the side.